Dremyol Lok. Greetings in Dovazul. I never realized until this week just how few Conlangs have words for hello or goodbye. I looked up Dothraki, Enochian, 2 kinds of Draconic, Orshish, Dwarven, and 5 different flavors of Elvish. All came up zilch. I even tried Arlaian, the language of Great Cthulhu himself. Still nothing. Oh well, c'est la vie. Anyway, on with the 3rd and possibly final chapter in my The Wheels of Life Go Round and Round series. Herein I mean to tie together the themes of at least 3, possibly 4 of my previous videos. Don't worry, you won't have to watch all of them to understand this one, though they will be linked down below if you're so inclined. I mentioned in my very last video, The Civilizational Pasture, how the people of every society could be categorized one of 5 ways according to their prima motus, their first drive. Either shepherds, hounds, sheep, lambs, or wolves. The rulers are the shepherds. The hounds are their enforcers. The sheep are the current products and producers, and the lambs are the future livestock. Wolves are anyone who doesn't fit into any of the above categories. Now, it is a well-known fact that truth and harmony rarely work or rest well together. It is also true that all things, humans included, tend to take the path of least resistance. Therefore, I surmise that people will do whatever they believe best suits their interests at any given moment in time. In other words, it is not what people believe that determines their cultural morals or ethics. It is their wants. If the status quo works for them, then it is good and must be conserved. If it does not, it is insufficient and must be amended or reformed. And if it stands in direct contrast to their interests, they will say it must be pulled out by its roots and re-engineered from whole cloth. That is the birth of rebellion and revolution. In my video defining the philosophical divide between capitalism and communism, I explained how the former works towards the betterment of the macrocosmic collective, that is society at large, by ensuring through competition that only the most qualified individuals are allowed to propagate in, and thus will ultimately inherit its systems. Whereas the latter contributes to the stability of the microcosmic strata, the individual household, by ensuring the just and fair distribution of resources to those who are not yet capable of meeting the system's standards. In both instances, the individual serves the collective by serving themselves, and vice versa. This system of dynamic interdependence between organisms is called symbiosis. It is a state formed from the union of 2 equal and opposite poles, a yin and a yang, if you will. They are compassion, which is selfless, and attachment, which is selfish. Attachment says you are valuable to me because you are useful, whereas compassion counterbalances this with, because you are valuable, I will invest of myself in you. On the smallest, most intimate scale, this looks something like, I love you because I need or want something from you. Therefore, I will protect, provide, and care for you when you can't do so yourself. This balanced wheel of compassion and attachment is what lends the human ecosystem its strength and longevity. It is the bedrock of any lasting relationship, which are the mortar for a strong community, which is the foundation of any functional society or civilization. Much like a series of interconnected clock gears, if any one of these things breaks or is thrown out of balance, the whole system will cease to function. This, I believe, is what we see happening in the world around us. Each cog is essentially trying to set its own time, its own pace, its own rhythm, and as a result, our civilization's entire tempo is off, and thus its time is rapidly running out. So what do you think of my little theory? I might make a compendium of all these at some point, now that I have more of an idea how to work the AI voice system. But anyway, leave your thoughts below. Also, don't forget to check out my book series, Flint Pirate Academy, on Amazon. All links in the description. Until next time, fly with the wind. Bovoth Falv.